Hey everybody, Oko here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. So we're starting our adventure today here in the Rulu Gardens, and we're going to want to go over here to the Dusselgard area, and we're going to talk to Pheramociel, who we've talked to before. This is the person who I can't tell if it's a man or a woman. I honestly can't tell. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I think it's actually supposed to be a guy, even though I originally thought it was a girl. Alright, Chapter 6, Echoes of Time. We're proceeding with the Chains of Promethea missions. Oko, what business do you have here? If you seek Captain Wolfgang, he is currently... You are here about the girl Prish? And the warrant for her arrest? She presented herself at the palace of her own free will not so long ago. Naturally, she was taken into custody, but her demands for an audience with a higher authority are becoming increasingly vocal. I wonder if Captain Wolfgang will return from his duties any time in the near future. Oko, I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but could you walk with me for a moment? Why would Prish surrender herself so easily? I have no idea what she could be thinking. Thank the mercy of Altana that Prish has escaped any punishment while the Junoan government is occupied with other matters. If we could only use this opportunity to rescue her somehow. Oko, Lady Omaya, Tenzen, I am glad to have found you. You have heard of young Lady Prish's predicament? We need to gather everyone together to unite our actions and plan our next move. The rest of our friends are waiting in a tavern in Upper Juno. A tavern in Upper Juno? Aldo has used his influence to secure the establishment for our exclusive use, if only for a short while. I will await you on the premises. Until then. Let's see if she has anything else to say. I think it's a she. I'm gonna call it a she. What could be the purpose of this meeting being held at the Marble Bridge in Upper Juno? If that Aldo was involved, I am positive it cannot be anything good. Just keep me out of it. If I lose this job, I'm through. Yeah, so there's the hint. It's not the Ten Shoto we're going, but the Marble Bridge Eatery. Whoops. So I'll meet you guys there. It's sort of that near that little. It's that area. It's sort of like a little club where they only let specific kinds of people in on certain days under certain conditions. You either have to be a certain job or... What's going on here? There we go. We're in the clock tower area, as well as where the Chocobo stables are. Yeah, so it's sort of this little pub here that's guarded by, well, it usually has a Taru in front of here. It seems to be gone, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. Sometimes they only let Humes or Gulkas in on certain days, or certain job classes in on certain days. A very secretive place here. Oko, it is good to see you. We have finally grasped the entire tapestry that our separate tales have woven. I never believed that something like this was possible. I suggest you prepare yourself before Lady Almaya arrives. Why is everyone so quiet? Is something wrong? Lady Almaya, we have been waiting for you. Will you steel your heart and listen to the story we have to tell? Of course, we have tried to refute this conclusion and find some other explanation. However, we now know that the boy, Celtius, has come to thwart the plans of the Ancient Ones and steal the light of the crystals. We also know that the divinity of darkness that rules over the kindred was not Promethea after all, but the Moblins heard from the divinity of darkness, that the Keeper of the Apocalypse has already arisen. And surely you have seen the magicite embedded in Prish's chest. According to your explanation, that stone contains the emptiness of the Twilight God, Promethea. Lady Omaya, this must come as a shock for one so close to Lady Prish, but I must inform you of the facts I have learned from the terrestrial avatars Carbuncle and Fenrir. After 10,000 years, the Keeper of the Apocalypse was fated to be born in the nation of Tavnasia. Surely you are not saying that this Keeper you speak of is Prish. That is impossible. I refuse to believe it. We have been friends since the time before Tavnasia's destruction. I can honestly say that I have never met a person more pure of heart. She has more faith and more courage. How could she be the Keeper of the Apocalypse and still urge Diabolos to save the world? It is true that I do not know of anyone who possesses the zest for life that Prish has. And if we had but the time and the knowledge, we would rescue Lady Prish from this destiny. However, we have no time remaining. A duty lies before us. Lord Bahamut and his minions must be stopped. And if Cardinal Mildorian is still alive, as we believe, she will be planning to use Prish to awaken the Twilight God. And Prish and her magicite in the Cardinal's possession, the world is one step away from oblivion. When Promethea awakens, there will be no stopping the Moblins. Stop it, all of you. Do you truly intend to do away with Prish if it means the plans of Worm King Bahamut will be prevented? That is something I cannot do. Lady Omaya. Let her be. The first thing we have to do is rescue Prish from the Grand Duke Palace. I'll start working on a plan. I will call upon some old acquaintances. They may be able to help us. I wish no more lives to be lost. I will do what I can. Oko, do you agree with our decision? There's no other way. You understand what we have all agreed to here? We have come to a brutal and bloody conclusion. Although no one life holds more importance than another, I have a duty to save the world, no matter the cost. But still, I worry for Lady Omaya. There is little you can say to comfort her, but at least see her safely to Tavnasia. If you ask the aid of Lady Eschentarl, I am sure your return will be a swift one. Until we meet again. Alright, so now we will head back quickly to the Rulud Gardens. Oko. I must apologize for my childish behavior. I never should have run off in such a flustered state. I do understand what everyone is saying. I understand that the Worm King, Bahamut, plans to obliterate all the peoples of Vanadil. Even with the might of the Juno Armada, many more innocent lives will be lost in this conflict if something is not done. And I do understand that everyone truly wishes to rescue Prish from her destiny. However, it is as Lord Diablos has said, we cannot save both the world and all of her people. Lord Diablos, I wonder if he called Prish into his dream world because he knew the truth of her identity, that she is the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Was Cardinal Mildorian also aware of this truth? Is that why she gave Prish that amulet? But I still... Oko, it may be too late at this point, but there is something I must tell you. When Prish had collapsed and her amulet was stolen, it was only for a second, but I'm pretty damn sure. The presence I felt when the amulet was stolen, it was definitely Miss Mildorian. You're saying that Cardinal Mildorian took the amulet from you? Why would she act in such a manner? Did not the Cardinal give the amulet to you as a gift? Yeah, she did. Miss Mildorian was always watching over me through the amulet. She was always making sure I wasn't thinking of doing something stupid or getting myself into trouble. But she needed to take the amulet back. An old friend she'd waited a long time for had finally returned. She apologized to me in her thoughts, said that I would be safe while I was in Juneau. But then, Cardinal Mildorian would have known that we, the survivors of the Great War, were unable to leave the island. She knew, but she did not come to help us. She abandoned us to our fate. No, I don't think so. Miss Mildorian left it to me. Left what to you? What was Prish about to say, I wonder? What could Cardinal Mildorian have entrusted to us? Surely not the resurrection of the Twilight God. It must be naive of me to believe that you are on my side. However, I am not willing to give up. I want to sing of a world where both Vana'diel and all of her people are saved. Will you dream of such a world alongside me? Yes, I'll fight to the end. Thank you, Oko. I will once again go to the Grand Duke Palace. I've not found anyone in town who has information, but Maki Chibuki and the others have probably tracked down some rumors. There must be something we can do to save Prish. There must be someone who knows of the Cardinal. We'll head to the palace too. If we will appear. There we go. Alright, let's approach the palace for another cutscene. Oko, what are you doing here? Have you found some means to stop the Worm King, Bahamut? The battle will soon begin. An airship carrying a group of adventurers was downed in an attack by the worms. We have completed preparations on the warships, and nothing remains to be done. Only, I don't know if this is good news or bad news to you, but the commander of the Genoan Armada, Lady Eschentarl, is nowhere to be found. Lord Nagmalada has also disappeared, without so much as an escort. Damn it! This wouldn't be your doing, would it? Of course not. My apologies. You must forgive my wild accusations. No matter how much one despises senseless bloodshed, there are few who could stand by while their home is burned to the ground. And so, if it means saving Juneau from the worms, I have no choice but to cooperate with this race of ancients. Captain Wolfgang, the criminals who escaped with Warship 03 have been identified. It appears to be the work of those 3 Taru. You have a witness who overheard them talking about heading to a place they referred to as the Fated Land. They took a warship? Is it possible they know where our missing officials have disappeared to? And where is this Fated Land they speak of? Split up and find some answers. Alright, let's just go talk to Farah Mosiel for a little extra dialogue. Let's see what she has to say. One of the Armada warships is missing. With all the Titan security, how could anyone have pulled off a feat as grand as stealing an airship? It's a good question. So so here we are at the Misero Coast. We are going to be heading to a specific area on the map here. Okay, so where we want to go is... yeah, just right here. There's a little... one of the dilapidated doors that we need to check. Right there. So we're just going to head out of here. Head straight across. I'll meet you guys when we get there. Okay, that should be good enough. I don't think we need all 5 trusts. So here is the dilapidated gate. So let's check it out. And it spawns these spheroids, which we actually just saw in the last episode. In Talia, there's a bunch of things like this. So I'll clear these out. Warder, Aglia, Thalia, and you frozen. That's the one we just killed. I guess these guys are sort of protecting the area. Alright, and the last one. Not much of a threat, as usual at this level. Alright, it's as easy as that. So, click on the gate again. Oko, you did well to find this place. I assume you were led here by the memories of the Mother Crystal? Even if the crystal line is cut, as long as people exist and as long as there is life on Vanadil, the memories of the Mother Crystal will endure. There's nothing anyone can do to change that. We are all born from the light of the crystal, and we return to that luminescence when we die. People are also born from the darkness and return to the darkness. The opposites of light and dark, both are held within you. You are born from the light that illuminates all, and then slowly devoured by the emptiness that desires only oblivion. This is the cycle begun by the goddess of the dawn, the cycle created for the sake of the twilight god Promethea. Oko, how can you speak to my soul? Celtius, what have you done to Oko? Now is not the time to answer such questions, is it? After the passing of 10,000 years, it is time for us to discover why our paths have crossed again. Celtius, the path you left with the terrestrial avatars has been honored by the children of Vanadil. The coming of the Keeper of the Apocalypse has been prevented. However, Bahamut does not hold the pact to be complete. It is true that unless the Keeper of the Apocalypse is freed from the cycle of the Mother Crystal, the pact cannot be considered fulfilled. You need not use common speech. The amulet, the testament of affinity, connects my soul to yours. Let us finally walk the same path that has brought us here over the span of 10,000 years, for Vanadil and for the future. Oh, that didn't seem to work very well. He has eluded me yet again. It's Nagmalada. Was that your plan, Eschentaro? To use the Testament of Affinity to link your souls? You meant to have your soul taken over, just as Prish did. No. Your plan was to make it appear as if your soul had been possessed, a way to protect yourself, perhaps? An excuse for letting Celtius escape. No feeble attempts at denial. Just what I'd expect from a Xylart. But I have learned the truth from the Mother Crystal. You were born a Kulu, as was I. The Chamber of Eventide created by Dawn Maiden Vinoal to heal the Kulu people, to restore the Whispers to their souls. I should have realized when Bahamut mentioned that name. Am I correct in assuming that the Xylart interfered in the investigation of Altius? To hide the fact of its completion? Was my Kulu talent in negotiation so very valuable to you? The celestial city of Altia was destroyed along with the Chamber of Eventide 10,000 years ago. No matter how much I explain, you will not believe me, but the Xylart still hold to this truth. When Altia was unfolded in the energy of the crystal, the power of the terrestrial avatars was absorbed by the city. That event caused an anomaly in space and time, bringing them from the ancient past to the present day, or so the theory goes. As a Kulu, I do not presume to speak for the beliefs of the Xylart, but I have received some fascinating insights from Diablos. He claims that the celestial capital exists even now, beyond the fifth crystal, and that the Xylart people living in the city are alive and well. It cannot be. This information must be verified. I will travel beyond the distortion in space and time and see this place for myself. And then I will use the Chamber of Eventide to gain immortality, as you have. The whisper of the soul will be mine again. Nagmalada, your longing to become one of the Xylart led to your betrayal of the Kulu. You must not go to the capital. Celtius has warned you. Altair is no longer the homeland that we once knew. It has become a tainted place, a forbidden place. Forbidden? Use this to see into the soul of Celtius. He will explain everything to you. So I can let that traitor take control of my mind? For the moment, I will be satisfied with watching you die. We'll just say that you were killed by Celtius, shall we? Wait, if you spare me, I will give you anything you want. You'll give me anything? You certainly were born a Kulu stock. Show me how far you have fallen. I am not the one who has fallen. And sold to the young Tarutaro lady. Home delivery guaranteed. I truly appreciate your help. A most reliable trio indeed. I doubt Nagmalada will be able to stay in Juneau after this. You have shown commendable judgment in this matter. 'Tweren't nothing. However, Celtius has gone. The celestial capital that Celtius showed me. Could it be? I think I understand. The battle with the worms is about to begin. A meaningless war will soon be set in motion. There is no other choice but to fight. Great Goddess Altana, bless us with the victory we need. That's all we had to do here. So now we're going to head back to Juneau, actually. We're going to head right back and talk to Pheramosiel. So I'll see you when we're back there. So here we are back at the Dusselgard area. Pheramosiel. You adventurers are quick to hear the news. Lady Eschentaro has returned to us. The Junoan Armada has been authorized to begin an assault on the worms. We are conducting final flight inspections on all vessels. Please keep out of the way and allow the engineers to do their job. Wah! 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 What a racket. Those Taro are punished for their crimes of stealing a warship and flying out of Juneau. They claim they were just following orders, but Lord Nagmalata is only awaiting disciplinary action to be decided by the Armathuron Society. No matter your position, if you break the law... isn't that lady a friend of yours? Is that Presh? Oh, Almaya. Oh, you three. Whatever is the matter? Come now, no more tears. Surely things are not that bad. We're done for. Our necks are on the chopping block. We've got to get out of here. Whatever for? There are rumors all over town about the brave Taru who saved an important official. Is there some other terrible failure that you are regretting? No, we've done everything right. We used the right blend of deceit and betrayal, honey and vinegar. We bribed the townsfolk and avoided the authorities. We've groomed ourselves into the perfect candidates to become bureaucrats of the future. They have to run off because I showed up. Prish! What the hell is wrong with you? If you keep this up, I'm going to start rethinking my plan to put you in charge of Tavnasia. Get yourself together, or I'm going to kick you into next Water's Day. You have a responsibility to look out for Almaya and everyone else in the Marcasate. What? Sorry to fly off without an explanation, Almaya. And you, Oko. Thanks for worrying about me. There's not much time, but I'll tell you what I know. Get yourself to the audience chamber. Presh! Hello, Almaya. You've been through quite an ordeal. Cardinal Mildorian. What is going on? I am sorry, Almaya. We don't have time for lengthy explanations. However, there is one thing that I must tell you. My true name is Eshentarl. 10,000 years ago, I was born in El Tayyu, the city that unfolds the fifth Mother Crystal. Nagmalata and the other members of the Armathuron Society that now govern Juneau are also of an ancient race of people, a race recently awoken from a centuries-long sleep. But I am different from the others. Through an unusual twist of fate, I was granted immortality. I pledged to use this unending life to bring to fruition the pact made between Celtias and the terrestrial avatars. After the passing of 10,000 years, a child of destiny would be born into the fated land. The Keeper of the Apocalypse, the one I have sworn to destroy. I have spent many years preparing for the coming of the Keeper. It has been an incredibly long journey. I have traveled to the far reaches of Vanadil in search of lost secrets. I have found solace and encouragement in the many encounters I have had along the way. But then, when I came to a certain place, I was warned. Destroying the Keeper of the Apocalypse will merely set the darkness free to reincarnate in another body. To break this cycle, the darkness itself must be obliterated. It must be erased from the place where all life originates and where all life eventually returns, the Mother Crystal. To fully eradicate the darkness, the Keeper of the Apocalypse must be destroyed not in the form of a human, but in the form of a god. That is why I conceived a plan to use the Lay of the Immortals to resurrect Promethea. Resurrection and destruction? But that plan eventually failed. At the baptismal ceremony, I... At that time, I was having my strings pulled by the emptiness inside me. I lived in the Tavnesian Cathedral since the time of my earliest memories, and believed that the gates of paradise must be opened. But as my bad luck would have it, the emptiness inside me reacted to the baptismal vessel and was sealed within this magicite. My world was tipped upside down. I was suddenly able to read people's thoughts, and, just like Cardinal Mildorian, I never aged another day. So that is what happened. You were the keeper of the apocalypse. But things are different now. You are no longer the one, are you? Are you saying that nothing has changed? What is to happen to Prish? Judging by the actions of Bahamut, the keeper is still among us. But over the last 20 years I have watched over the lands of Vanadale. I have seen no other possible incarnations. Bahamut wishes to see me smashed to bits in the form of the Twilight God. It was Diablos that let me in on my destiny as the keeper of the apocalypse. It is my fate to be destroyed along with the magicite and set adrift from the cycle of the Mother Crystal. No, this is too horrible. Listen to me, Almaya. We've come pretty far in this quest. I've already heard 4 of the verses needed to resurrect the Twilight God. Once we have the last verse, we can finally stand before Bahamut. Please, Prish, do you hear what you are saying? How can I let you offer your very existence to Promethea? There must be another way. Calm yourself, Almaya. Prish will not be coming with us. The last verse of the Memoria de la Stona no longer exists, and there is no weapon left to battle the Twilight God. Pitting the full force of Juno against the worms is our only recourse. There is no other way to save the children of Altana from extinction. But Miss Mildorian, what about me? Lady Eshentarl, the Junoan armada is prepared for battle. I must go. Beyond the sea of endless clouds. Cardinal Mildorian. Prish, Almaya, it is only a matter of time until Juno becomes a war zone. I will prepare an airship for your return to Tavnesia. Protect that which is most dear to you. Damn it. There's no way in hell it's ending this way. It's time to put it all on the line. Prish? Oko, Almaya. I know you guys can do it. You're strong enough now to beat the hell out of me when I become Promethea. Listen, there is someone in Selbina who knows the 5th verse. Her memory is a little shoddy, though. Find the 5th verse. I need you to do this. You hear me? I cannot. Prish, wait. Almaya, I have heard the entire story. L'Ouvrance. This must be the guidance of Altana. The girl with a shoddy memory in Selbina is well known to me. And I also happen to possess the means to revive her past. Let us be on our way. So here we are. So the person we're looking for is named Mathilda. I can't remember if we've talked to this person before. I'm sure we have. Let's see here. Mathilda. There they are. Where are you? Right there. It looks like you're either up above. No, you must be inside the building. Let's see. Let me just double check here. It's not you. Or they could be actually underneath. Let's see here. There was some people hanging out down here, right? No, she's not here. So she is inside the building somewhere. she's in the Weaver's Guild here. Let's see. There we are, Mathilda. I don't think we have ever talked to her before. So, let's talk to her now. Hello? Can I help you? Your name wouldn't be Emmeline by any chance. My name is Almaya. We were in the choir together, do you remember? I'm sorry, I don't remember much about my childhood. But I'm sure you must be mistaken. My name is Mathilda. I work here at the Weaver's Guild. Yes, you're right. I must be mistaken. Please accept my apologies. You so resemble a girl that used to sing in the choir with me. You don't happen to have a younger brother, do you? A younger brother? Why, yes, I did have a younger brother, only we were separated in the war. But I believe he is still out there somewhere. I do hope he is happy. I'm sorry to have brought up this painful subject. I'll be on my way. I have one last request for you. There is a certain song that you might know. Will you sing it for us? Us song? I'm sure you have this song locked somewhere in your heart. Please try to remember. The Tavnasian Cathedral, Cardinal Mildorian, a song known as the Lay of the Immortals. The 5th verse. And so the legend ends. Began, Crystal. Was that some kind of spell? The Mimeo mirror is a device known by any self-respecting rogue. It was finally returned to me. Almaya, are you able to sing the verse we just heard? But You do have a penchant for expecting the worst, dear Almaya. There may not be a need for that melody at all. Why would that be? Once Lord Bahamut sees Prish's magicite, it may be enough to convince him, and we would not want to lose the Star of Tavnasia. What do you mean? There is something I would like to ask Prish. Almaya, let us meet with her in Juneau. Oko, please go on ahead to Bastok. Bastok? I'm not sure why we have to go to Bastok. Let's talk to Mathilda one more time. Hello again. We have lots of fine things in today. Take your time. I'm home. Hi, Aldo. Mom, look, I found this on the beach. It's for you. What a pretty seashell. Thank you. Ashti is waiting for me. Gotta go. Take care. Always do. I'll get one for you too, Grandma.
Why, thanks, Aldo. That would be nice. You little brat.
He comes and goes like a cyclone, that boy. Another Aldo. Lots of Aldos in this world, huh? My little treasure, that Aldo. Where could my other precious Aldo be? He could be out there somewhere. No, he must be out there. He's leading a happy life somewhere. Look at us. We live so far apart under the very same sky. maybe is that Aldo's sister? Is that what they're trying to say? I don't know. Alright, well, I guess we're heading to Juno. There's one... Yeah, pardon me, I guess we're heading to Bastock next for some reason. I don't know why he told us to go there. I don't know, maybe we're supposed to go see Sid? We'll figure it out. We're back at Sid's. Let's talk to the old guy and let him know what's going on and see if he has any information to share. Oko, where have you been? I heard about what happened, but I still can't believe it. Learning Prish was really the keeper of the apocalypse knocked me off my chair. But finding out that the Genoan official, Eschentarl, is actually Cardinal Mildorian, and that she's been alive for the past 10,000 years. That was like having an anvil dropped on my head. Oko, I want to hear what happened with you, too. Call in all the others. So that's what happened. To fulfill the pact that Bahamut and Celtius made over 10,000 years ago, Mildorian has been attempting to revive divine Promethea. And the magicite embedded in Prish's bosom was only a sealed, crystallized form of her inner emptiness. We sin hunters have committed a grave sin ourselves in not being able to stay calm and focused in the presence of the magicite. Not a single complaint, not a single cry for help. All that time carrying a terrible burden, alone. And what about Almaya? She has known Prish since she was a child. She has watched her silently struggle. These new truths must be as painful for her as they are for Prish. I could not wish such a terrible fate upon even an enemy. What are we to do now? Phoenix has told me that we are not to provoke Bahamut any further. However, the biggest threat to mankind is the Worm King's aerial magic. If we could defeat him, it would better our chances for victory against the worm armies. And so we are left with three choices. We can let destiny run its course and wait for Bahamut and his minions to destroy us. We can use my airship to join the Juno Armada and fight the Worm King. Or we can recite the 5th verse of the Memoria de la Stona and call the Twilight God down onto Prish. Twilight God. He cursed mankind, made us fight. If we defeat him, the curse will be broken. But do we have the power? Prish said that Oko had that power, and we have Phoenix on our side. But I am not sure that is enough. Diablos, ruler of dreams, warned us that no single child of Vanadil could vanquish the Keeper of the Apocalypse, and still my blade remains silent. We are about to walk down a very dangerous path, but I think it would be wise to wait until Prish returns before we take any action. Tenzen, Miss Sin Hunters, Oko, hurry to Tavnasia and wait for Prish. When she arrives, contact me, and I will fly to the archipelago in my airship. Tavnasia? But why would you travel there? Help from Gilgamesh should be arriving at the safehold shortly. Let's just say the parts they'll be transporting are very sensitive. I'll see you all at the Sea Lion's Den. Let's head back to Tavnasia. Tired of waiting for those elevators, so I'm not going to use that home point anymore. I think it's faster to come up this way. Alright, so I think it might be down here. No. I think it's this way. Yeah, we don't want to go to the aqueducts. Master Sid, we have been waiting for your arrival. I brought Almaya and Laurence with me, but I'm sorry to say Prish couldn't make it. There's been a bit of a problem. A problem? What do you mean? Almaya, would you be so kind as to fill Tenzin in on the details? I have some business with Gilgamesh's little helpers. We couldn't find Prish. I fear that she is hiding somewhere on one of the Armada's warships. That cannot be possible. Why did Lady Prish not wait for you to return? She is not planning to attack the Worm King, is she? I think Prish knows that we would follow her. Prish can read the hearts of others. She knows what we feel and what we think. She knows what I feel. But why does she continue on if she knows that her decisions will only hurt me? Why does believing hurt so? Even when two hearts are connected, there are times when pain can't be avoided. When the world is overwhelmed with sadness, the only way to escape the pain is to change the world. Perhaps you are right, Jebos. Perhaps the only option left to mankind is to change Vana'diel. For the past 10,000 years, Vana'diel has grown and evolved to become what it is today, a world bound by the chains of an evil deity. Prish set out on her own in an attempt to change that world. Our world. Hey, are you guys ready? I finished loading my baby up with the secret weapons, and it's time we moved out. There's no time to lose. I'm gonna hitch a ride back to Bastok on Gilgamesh's boat and let the President in on what's going on. Even if you are successful in stopping Bahamut, there's no knowing what this worm army might do. The Republic has to be prepared for the worst. Sid, thank you so very much for all that you have done. You know, if I were only a few years younger, I'd be up there with you guys, but my place is back in Bastok. Gilgamesh made sure I didn't forget that. And don't you forget that you're going up there to save your nations. No, to save all of Vana'diel. Your lives will be on the line, but I know you'll be alright. As long as you're riding my CID, nothing can go wrong. Wahahaha! Master Sid, I ask that you allow me to fly her. She's all yours. Now get out of here, warriors of the crystal. He sure came a long way just to turn around and head back, huh? Yes, let us be off. Bahamut and Prish are awaiting your arrival. We can talk to her. We can talk to Sulene. Almaya told me that we may never see Prish again. That Prish is ready to sacrifice herself to the Worm King to save the world. But you won't let that happen, will you, Woko? You'll find a way to save Prish, Almaya, and everybody, right? We'll do our best. So, click on the iron gate. think there was any chance to catch up with Lady Prish? According to Aldo, the Juno Armada departed the duchy after splitting into 2 units. The main unit will enter Cape Raverne directly by air and attempt to draw the worms from the floating islands. At the same time, the remaining unit will attempt to approach Bahamut from the opposite direction. I assume that Prish would be with the latter. However, that unit cannot begin its operation until the main unit has successfully drawn the attention of the other worms. Engineer Sid said the same thing. This means we still have time. Look what I found hiding below decks. Get your hands off me, you pointy-eared brute. Let us go or you'll all be doomed. Yeah, we're your secret weapon. Secret weapon? You wouldn't happen to be the same secret weapon that Sid received from Gilgamesh, would you? We've given up the fame and glory of being high-class Junoan officers, and decided to become high-class pirates. The highest of the high, and classiest of the class, yes sir. We will be making contact with the Armada shortly. It may be to our advantage to have someone on board who can communicate with them. What the? I can see them. The Juno Armada! Warning shots. That scary Elven went to the communications room. Shouldn't we be going to the communications room? I say we go to the communications room. We should go as well, Loco. We must try to convince them that we are here to help. Alright, so let's call our group together. I want Valanerol. I want Tenzin. Krish. Shantoto. And Apururu. Where are we going here, huh? I don't even know. Is it here? What to do? Move to the arm. Oh, okay. Now we're ready. Oko, the attack seems to have subsided. Something is going on over there. Something is wrong. What if they discovered where Prish was hiding? Lovrance is moving the ship into position so we can board their vessel. Let us hurry below decks. Prish, if you can hear me, give me a sign. We've come to help. We mean you no harm. We are simply trying to find our companion. You're wasting your breath, samurai man. Yeah, they can't hear you. They're just puppets made by those crazy scientists in Juno. Puppets? Alright, well, let's fight those puppets, I guess. See what happens here. One. Anything left? Yes, there's one left. Namet 22 Zeta. Attack it. Come on. He's almost dead. There we go. Now what? Not sure. Click on this. Move to the next warship. Yes. I guess there's quite a few of these ships we're gonna have to board. Krish, are you okay? If you can hear us, respond! And if you can't hear us, respond. Whoa! Oh my god, look at that thing! Holy smokes! That looks like the Omega weapon from Final Fantasy 12. Could she be inside that thing? It's dinner! Well, that would explain why she couldn't hear us. Nice. Alright, let's go after it. Let's say, what is Omega? Alright, let's fight it. Couldn't hurt to have a curry bun too. I kind of forgot to do that earlier, but doesn't really matter. Let's cast a Holy 2 on it just for fun. Yeah, it's nasty looking. Here we go. Return to the move to the next warship. Yes. What's going on? If we continue like this, both sides will end up exhausted without having made any progress. Look! I will attempt to pull our ship up alongside theirs. Hold on. Dirty rat. Why don't you come down here and fight like a man? Ha 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 ha. The wonderful exhibition about to unfold will buy me more than enough time. My pet is still far from completion. However, when she is finished, she will be the most powerful creation Vana'diel has ever seen. Though those created 10,000 years ago may still be residing somewhere within the celestial capital of Altair. Krish! Huh? Hey guys, Almaya! What's everybody doing here? Oof. Not another distraction. Well, at least now I can test my pet in extreme battle mode. Ultima weapon. Show our friends what you can do. Oh, wow, this one looks even tougher, huh? Alright, well, we're ready for it. Let's go. Ultima. Very alien-like. Alright, well, I don't think we have much to worry about. Let's just sit back and let the party handle things and... Kick some butt. Kick some Ultima butt. If it has a butt. Oh, Shantoto, thank you. Tenzin killed it. I guess I cannot expect too much from a prototype. What do you think you are trying to do, Nagmalada? You were relieved from your position within the Armathuran Society and banished from Juno. How dare you step over the boundaries of the amnesty you were granted and bring that creation aboard an armada vessel? Did you think that by performing this service, we would take you back? Or was this cause of turmoil simply a desperate attempt to interfere with our plan? An attempt born from hate and despisal? Or perhaps you came to ask Bahamut the way to Altair. Nagmalada, I understand why you seek the path to the celestial capital. We who have lost the whisper of the soul are forced to live alone, trapped within our own wretched solitude. However, that is our path to freedom. We are children born from one. Now our children and our children's children step out into the ever-expanding world. This is much like when the mother crystals split into 5 pieces long, long ago. We were simply ready to leave the nest before the Xylart. Then why did you choose to abandon your people and hide away in the chamber of Eventide? Why do you join the Xylart in blocking the path to Altair? That is, by entering the chamber, you succeeded in washing away the darkness of our soul. That is why I seek the capital, so I can remove the darkness from my soul, so I can be free. Ha! If you want to go to Altair so bad, then why don't you just go to Mavolpolus? Prish? The boy Saltiers has already asked the Moblins to open the gate to the capital. If you follow him, he'll lead you right to the 5th crystal. I see. Whether it has been buried or submerged, there is no place the Moblins cannot find. And I was beginning to wonder when I was going to be able to see the boy once again. I have unfinished business with him. I've told you what you want to know. Now get out of here. As much as I'd like to, it would be improper for me not to return the favor. The favor bestowed upon the Kulu over 10,000 years ago. Return the favor? A surprise attack? There's the man himself, Bahamut. Ha ha ha. I see my song has reached the conqueror of the skies. I am Kulu. My strength comes from the protection of the terrestrial avatars. Without you, I am powerless. The Xylart, those who have sworn revenge against Vanadil. To you I offer these traitors as a sacrifice. You are nothing but a raving maniac, Nagmalada. You are far from being one of us. Your pitiful soul drowns in darkness. And is why I must cleanse it. I will find Altair and use the Chamber of Eventide. It's, over. It's over easy. What are you talking about? This is where it gets interesting. Bahamut, conqueror of the skies, king of the worms. I am the keeper of the apocalypse. Your pact with Celtaeus left me trapped for thousands of years. This magicite, it is nothing but another form of the emptiness. It was born from the same place I was. We are one and the same. My friends and I have come to call forth and destroy the emptiness and its maker, Promethea. And we will do it right here, right now. We will fulfill the pact. Watch as we show you the children of the Dawn's true power.
So this is what you meant, Eshentarl. There is no need for you to prove anything, young Elven, for you are not the Keeper.
Not the keeper, but
Eshentarl, children of Altana, and Phoenix, I commend you on what you are attempting to do for the people of Anadil, and that is why I will tell you this. The true Keeper of the Apocalypse lies in the celestial capital of Altair. Within that soul lies an immeasurable amount of darkness. For 10,000 years it has slept, but now it has awoken. In Altair, who was it that restarted the crystal line? Remnants of the Xylart? The children of Altana? It does not matter, for now the power within the final crystal, the crystal that holds Altair in balance, has begun to fade. It will not be long before the celestial capital has fallen to Vanadil. When this occurs, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will arise and envelope all life. And finally, the Twilight God Promethea will use his almighty power to begin his eternal reign. That is why I have come, to stop the seeds of man from being wiped from Vanadil. If there is nothing for the Keeper to envelope, then Promethea will not have the strength to enter our realm. Nothing to envelope. Nothing to envelop. And so that is why you plan to attack. Damn! And you call yourself a guardian of Vanadil? Why didn't you tell us what you were going to do a long time ago? If you would have been honest with us, we could have been in Altair whipping that Keeper's butt last week. She's right, Lord Bahamut. Such intolerant behavior does not befit the conqueror of the skies. Why do you not believe in the power of the children of the Dawn? Why must I believe in something that does not exist? You cannot defeat the Twilight God. You will not even be allowed to approach him. Celtiers proved that to us 10,000 years ago. Destruction is your destiny. You cannot escape what has already been decided. There is still a way. Bahamut, we need not fight Promethea if we can stop the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Celtiers told us this. That is why he has returned. He is here to stop Altair from falling back to this dimension. Impossible. Celtiers does not have the power to... I'm sick of all this talk. Doesn't anybody here think we can handle the situation? Oko, you tell him. You know we can kick his bloody butt all the way to next Water's Day.
You bet. You? Damn you, Celtiers. I will not let you harm Vanadil and her children like you did once before. Whoa, I have a bad feeling about this. Oko, get out of the way. Everyone, abandon ship! Will you return to the Mother Crystal along with so many other lives? I understand. Your sacrifice has brought us a sliver of time. Let me release you for your journey to the Mother Crystal. Open the path in preparation for him. Chapter 7, In the Light of the Crystal. Search their possessions. Let's see now. Why not? They did it to me, so it's time to return the favor. You find a Dussel guard's ring.
Kya. Arg. Kya.
Are we alive? Are we breathing?
Ach.
You! It's Oko, the one who angered Bahamut. Run! Flee! Exit stage left. That Dussel guard's ring. A gold ring adorned with a lunar feldspar. The words Dussel Recall are engraved on the underside of the band. So it's some sort of teleportation ring, I guess. I don't know, I guess we could try it. Couldn't hurt. We just have to wait 30 seconds for it to charge up. So the next place we want to go is the Tavnasia Safehold. Let's see if this takes us there. I don't think it will. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It only has 5 charges. Anyway. Let's see what happens. That takes us to Juno. Interesting. Alright. Well, anyway, like I said, the next place we want to go is back to Tavnasia. Yeah. Oko, Where the hell have you been? You were knocked out again? You gotta be kidding me. Everyone else is okay. Thought we were all goners for a second there, though. By the way, did you figure out what happened? Tenzen's sword saved our butts. He released all the power of Phoenix and it shielded us from Bahamut's mega flare. This should keep his dragonness quiet for a while. I guess this puts us at, whatchamacallit, a deadlock. You know what, Oko? This living thing is a real drag sometimes, huh? If it means I get to save the world and everything, I'm not that afraid to die, you know. But it looks like that won't be happening. There is a way to save Vanadil without me kicking the bucket. Nothing simple, but there is a way. There's always been someone in every age who never gave up, always found a way. I mean, even living with Prometheus' curse, people have survived. That's why I want you to keep on fighting, keep on living. I kind of like having you around. Hehehe, enough of this sappy talk. It's time to get moving, Oko. Next stop, the celestial capital of Altair. There's another keeper of the apocalypse that needs a taste of knuckle sandwich a la Prish. Everyone's here in Tavnasia. Round them up and move them out to the port. Oko, it is just as Prish said. You didn't fall from the airship after all. You are wounded? Tell us where you are hurt. Think carefully. Wounds of the spirit can escape your notice. And they are much more dangerous than physical cuts and bruises. If you are wounded, this Moblin medicine can help. Tenzen said he was fine as well, but he needs medicine as much as you. Do you realize what happened back there? It was your actions that enraged the Worm King Bahamut. The rift between dragons and people is deep. There was no reasoning with him. If we could only harness the strength of the sleeping gods, we could approach Bahamut on equal footing. Oko, tell Tenzen to return to town before Sid's airship arrives. I want to leave as soon as possible. That's Shikare Zee. Now we want to head towards the Fomeyuna aqueducts, which is across this way. We want to head that way so we can touch base with Lovrance. Sirocco, I'm glad to see you in good health. Your words landed us in a serious predicament, but at least we have made a safe return. However, if I were in Bahamut's skin, I would be most unwilling to forgive our recent actions. It would be in the best interests of the residents here if we were to leave as soon as possible. Speaking of which, have you seen our good friend Tenzen? Rumors have reached me that he has left the safehold alone, unable to bear the loss of the power in his blade. I am unclear on the properties of the weapon, but I am sure it is considered a national treasure in the Far East. Tenzen saved our lives with that sacrifice. We have already expressed our gratitude, but I believe you have yet to speak with him since the incident. Without an airship, we cannot leave this island. If Tenzen is nowhere to be found in the town, perhaps he set out for the Mizero coast. Now we're gonna head up to the walnut door where we're gonna find Almaya. It's either this one. I think it's this one here. Yeah. That Mithra is some kind of trucker called a sin hunter. That's what old Odeya told me. Well, we already know all about that. Oko, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. After all the excitement, I lost consciousness. I am afraid I have little idea of what went on. But my ears still ring from that terrible battle cry, and my soul cringes from that heart-rending whisper. That was the last we will ever hear from the Great Phoenix. While the other terrestrial avatars were forever flitting beyond our reach, the fiery Phoenix was always by our side. Along with Tenzin, she gave us her strength and courage. She guided us along our path. Is Tenzin all right? He laughed it off as an inevitable occurrence, but I am terribly worried for him. I'm a bit worried about the samurai guy myself. He's closed himself off to everyone. Who knows what he's really thinking? Those warrior types are good at hiding their true feelings. I hope it's nothing serious. Oko, please see if you can reach through the barrier that Tenzin has built against us. You're our best shot, Oko. Looks like Tenzin has skipped out of Tavnasia, and I don't like this little chill that's running up my spine. Well, let's head to the Mizro Coast then and look for Tenzin. Okay, so we're on the Mizro Coast. We're sort of heading towards the tip here. There is a dilapidated gate that we're looking for, so just hug the right wall here. We should head right for it. Where are we here? Should be right up here. So yeah, here we go. This is where we're gonna find Tenzin. So let's get off the mount. I hope this is the right place. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. So, the emptiness has now devoured Hakute River. With the waters gone, bandit tribes have little trouble staging raids across the border. Our empire's defenses are crumbling. Lord Tenzin, your blade knows no equal. I beg of you to return and lead our soldiers into battle. But my guiding flame has been extinguished. We are aware of your situation. However, the Emperor will grant you his forgiveness. You need only conquer the barbarians that mass against us, and reignite the Phoenix Blade upon their flesh. And if that is not enough, then it will be time to undertake our most desperate plan. Based on your information, we will invade the city of Juno. Liberating the Mother Crystals is the only way to stem the tide of emptiness. You speak truly, and yet I cannot return to our country. Not until I carry out the final duty entrusted to me by the noble Phoenix. Final duty? When the Phoenix Blade released its energy to shield us from Bahamut, I could hear every single voice. The voices of all the children who, in my weakness, I failed to save. If I betray them here, it will be an unforgivable insult to their faith in me. I must strive until the end with the very last spark of my life I have pledged. I will secure the safety of the mother crystals upon which rests the fate of Vana'diel. Understood, Lord Tenzin. Your words will be relayed. Oko, I did not see you. Are you alone? I, too, have found myself alone. These sudden separations are truly a lonely experience, don't you agree? Phoenix has ordered me to lead you to the 5th Mother Crystal. And we must hurry. There is little remaining of the time her sacrifice has brought us. Let us board the airship for Juno. Alright, so we're going to head towards the Sea Lion's Den, where we park our ship, typically. So we'll talk to Sulene, who guards the door. A lot of people here today. You just missed them. Not more than a couple of minutes ago, an airship from Juno came and took Prish and her friends away. Almaya said that they should wait for you, but Prish said you'd find your own way back to the mainland, so they left. Oh, gee, thanks. I wonder if that means they'll be sending another ship. If that's the case, those 3 Taru should have waited instead of hiding away in those barrels. Oh, God. Alright, well, let's head back to Juno our own way then. We'll just use the crystals. Faster anyway, right? Who wants to ride a stuffy airship when we can just beam there like Star Trek? Oko, it appears you caught up with the Armada. I heard the report. The attack against Bahamut failed, but we have dealt him a critical blow. Lady Eshentarl is to join the main fleet and lead our forces in a mass assault. She mentioned that she would like to meet with you all before the attack commences. You are to meet her for a confidential briefing in the tavern in Upper Juno. Do not keep Lady Eshentarl waiting. May victory in battle be yours. We're heading to Upper Juno, but before we go there's someone we want to talk to here in the Rulud Gardens. We're looking for someone called Telagaeus. They should be close. I think it's a woman. There we are, Telagaeus. Yeah. Aha. So, it's on the right side here. There we go. Oh, maybe this guy. Actually, it looks like a man, actually, doesn't it? What manner of farce is this? An uncouth Taru claiming to be an esteemed guest of Lady Eshentarl is running amok, demanding the Trust Initiative scroll. Ah, there she is, that dastardly Taru. Uh-oh. Charukiki. The scroll. To think, she got her grubby hands on it. I cannot comprehend the depth of her audacity to steal from the Auroral Palace. I beseech you, adventurer, smash her like a pane of glass. Don't just flop around there. Help me! Eshentarl said I could have it. There's no way I'd ever hit it big. So instead, I decided I'd save the world with the scroll. I'm thinking of starting a troupe called the Buxom Bosom Buddies. with me as the headliner. Of course, I can't do it alone. I'll have to get Almaya and Eschentarl, and that lovely Moomer. Never heard of Moomer. And when it comes to the grand finale, we'll need something flashy, something that only two of me can do. So that's where my alter ego comes in. Well, why are you waiting? Scrape that villainous scum from Vanadil this minute! I want to see how this plays out. Stop being a fish out of water, and become the fan club president you always knew you could be. So you see? Trust time. What does the ritual require? Bonds of trust. Trust, yes, with trust, I will have you under my... Camaraderie, yes, a true sign of weakness. Friendship, ah, yes, how much have I lost so far? This is ridiculous. We don't have a single one of those. Then there's only one thing to do. Me. What comes next? Tea. I guess. Or... a whispering voice floats to your ears from nowhere in particular. You are to trust, Cherokiki. You are to love, Cherokiki. Cherokiki is your friend. What's this infernal spell? Has something happened? Who's Colty? Soldier. To me, this Tarotaro ruffian is at the bottom of it all. You want an alter ego that can use the ultimate magic, don't you? A Final Fantasy worthy of an adventurer. She escaped. The talking rat was scurrying about your pockets while you lay prone, so I advise you to check your belongings. By Altana above, my eyes must be failing me. Oh, she just ran. She's behind them. Suddenly, there were two of them. I swear, right before she left. You find the small scroll Cherokiki was holding crumpled in your bags. You cannot shake the feeling that she is pulling a fast one. But we learned the trust. Cherokiki, we learned it? We don't even have to go to Gondabad? Let's see. There it is, yeah, Cherokiki. And Cherokiki is a very good trust. She doesn't fight at all, but she is a healer. So, kind of like a Pururu. And that will come in really handy when we are doing our sword trials and different kinds of trials, when we will be required to make sure that we are getting the final blow. Because I like to have trusts that are just there for support, not actually fighting, so that my sword will get that final strike. So yeah, that's a good accompanying one with the Pururu. Lots of healers now that'll just be by our side without actually getting involved in the fight directly. Now that we got that, let's head to let's do the Upper Juno thing. So okay, so here we are at the Marble Bridge Eatery. Let's see what the group has to say. am glad to see that you have all survived unscathed. You! You are the priest? Nice to see you both again after so long. It's been 20 years since I've seen you, Shakare-Z. And 100 years for you, Jabos, if I'm not mistaken. And you, the man of extraordinary luck. I am most delighted to be in your presence once more, Cardinal Nildorian. I would love to celebrate this long overdue reunion, however, now is not the time. Lord Bahamut has revealed to us an unsettling truth. The Keeper of the Apocalypse waits in the celestial capital of Altair. Until now, the Armatherm Society had believed the city of Altair destroyed. Judging by the council of the terrestrial avatars and the memories of Celtiers, however, we can assume that the celestial capital still exists. The society is now focused on gaining further information. To this end, the objective of our next operation is to capture, not kill, Lord Bahamut. I, Eshentarl, will join the main fleet of warships and head once more to the ends of the earth. But there was another important matter that requires our immediate attention, a matter involving the fifth Mother Crystal. Someone has apparently severed the fifth crystal from the crystal line. When the boy, Celtiers, appeared, was not this crystal line the conduit he traversed with Lord Bahamut? Just a damn moment. So now we can't use the pipeline gizmo to get the fifth Mother Crystal? How are we supposed to get to Altair and wipe the floor with the Keeper of the Apocalypse? How indeed. In any event, we must search for an alternative route now that Phoenix is no longer with us. Wait, Nildorian, you mentioned that someone isolated the fifth Mother Crystal? Who was responsible for this act of sabotage? I do not know. The only people capable of such a feat would be either Celtiers or Nagmalada. I currently have Genoan troops preparing to invade Mavalpolis. Mavalpolis? The Moblins are in danger? I must leave immediately. Jabos has spent a century living with the Moblins in an effort to avert this sort of development. This is most worrisome. I shall follow him and see he does not come to harm. I will accompany you. I realize that Jabos has tried for years to convince the Moblins that they are not the children of Promethea. But for the sake of the Mother Crystal, the Moblins cannot be left to their own devices. If he fails to persuade them otherwise, they may attempt to destroy the fifth crystal. Destroy the crystal? The Mother Crystal is at both the beginning and the end of a person's journey in this life. After learning this fact from Jabos, the Moblins now believe that destroying the Mother Crystal will spell the end for the children of Altana. How could Jabos fail to mention something so important? He had no choice. If that kind of thing became public knowledge, Mavalpolis would be gutted and all the Moblins slaughtered. Miss Moldorian, I'm not in a position to be giving advice to a 10,000-year-old, but just hear me out. Killing every last Moblin might make this mess all nice and neat, but it's not what I'd call a solution. Isn't this the exact same thing that Bahamut is trying to do? You are right. Nothing good can come of this. I will plead with the Amaltherm Society to find a peaceful solution to this problem. Thanks, Miss Moldorian. But from this point onward, I will be joining the Society to monitor its actions. My movements will be limited, but rest assured that I will be watching over you always. Now go, my brave companions. The fate of the world and her people is in your hands. Alrighty. Omaya, Tenzin, Oko, on to Mavalpolis. Everyone who wants to scrap it out for the ultimate victory, follow me! So, let's head to Mavalpolis. Once again, we got a save point there. Nice and close. Yeah, it shouldn't take very long to get there. Basically just straight ahead towards where the battle arena is. We've been to a couple times now, I think. Yep, this is the right place. Mineshaft 2716. Let's see what happens here. Shaft entrance. Swip a stick! Swip a stick! Checo Chuck! No! You did this! Whoa, hold on, Jaboman. They didn't do squat. Why are they there? Nagmalada. He did it. He's a bad, bad man. What? Wah. He's a bad, bad man. It is all right, children. Prish and I are here now. We will not allow Nagmalada to harm you. Come out, you lousy rat. Come out and fight like a man. You're still alive. Come, give me a hand. I'm really sorry, Jabos. It's all my fault. If I hadn't told Nagmalada about Mavopolis, none of this would have happened. I should have known that crepe would do something this low. You knew that he was planning to call forth the Worm King. You were only trying to stop him. According to the Taru, Nagmalada disappeared down the path the Moblins cleared for Celtius. However, it seems as if he caused a cave-in to prevent us from following him. The Moblins' wounds are severe. It would be impossible for them to aid us in clearing the tunnel. He missed their vital organs on purpose. He knew exactly what he was doing. Nagmalada is toying with us. Ugh! I will not forgive him for what he has done to my friends. Nagmalada, you won't get away. Hold on. What do you think you're doing? What does it look like? When I'm through with him, he'll know the meaning of pain. Calm down, my friend. We all understand how you feel. But you will never be able to clear this tunnel by yourself. But if I don't, who will? Damn it, what in Altana's name are we supposed to do now, huh? No matter the hardship, there will always be a path lighted for the righteous. When the land no longer gives an answer, we must look to the heavens for guidance. Phoenix will be our guiding light. She will show us the way. I do not know how, and I do not know when, but I know she will. Look to the heavens? Could the path we are searching for be located in the heavens? Well, there you go. If pushing gets you nowhere, start pulling. That's what I always say. Come on, let's go see our buddy Sid. He'll help us out. Jabos, if you really want to get some revenge, stop your whining and come with us. Yep, let's head to the metalworks and talk to Sid. Yeah, sure are a lot of cutscenes in this episode. Wow. That's pretty much all it is. Not a lot of exploring or fighting going on, but that's okay. There will be some before the end, I assure you all. So here we go. Here's Sid. Welcome back, everybody. Wow, what a team. I'm glad to see that you're all safe. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to meet you in Tavnesia. Sid, can the small talk and get your hunk of junk airship's motor running. Hold on, little lady. You just got back. Don't tell me that you're ready to go back to the clouds. I thought we were all leaving Bahamut to the Armada. We are. Our destination is the Keeper of the Apocalypse and Nagmalada. Nagmalada invaded Mavopolis, blocked entrance to Fifth Crystal, hurt friends. But there is still a way. Phoenix will lead us. The Fifth Mother Crystal? Isn't that supposed to be somewhere under Shumeo? Now that you mention it, I just received a report that a strange red light began shooting up from the North Sea. A light? That's it. Let's go. Come on, come on. Hold your horses, Prish. My bird's still beat up pretty bad, and it will take a little longer to fix her up. Huh? But we're so damn close. By the time the repairs have been made, the Armada will have already set off for Bahamut. And Sid's is the only ship fast enough and strong enough to make the journey. It seems as if our luck has finally trickled away. No, I cannot believe that Altana has turned her back on us. I believe the goddess has granted us this time to prepare our hearts and our souls for what may be the final battle. Time. I will use this time to heal my friends. And I will use this time to help Sid with the airship's repairs. Ha ha ha. Another hand is always welcome. This is starting to look like it's going to be the biggest repair job in the history of Vanadil. And I'm not just talking about the airship. It's time we get out there and save the world. You took the words right out of my mouth, old man. Vanadil's not finished yet. At least not if I have anything to say about it. Oko, are you ready to go kick some apocalyptic butt? Let's give 'em hell. Well, I'm ready. Hee hee. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. Alright, everybody. You heard Almaya. Go out and do what you have to do. When my baby's ready, I'll give you a call. My bird's repairs are going smoother than I could have ever imagined. With all the confusion in Juneau, nobody has the time to complain about an unauthorized test run every now and then. Yeah, but to tell you the truth, I'm sure glad I got to meet up with Prish again. She's one hell of a girl. I wouldn't be surprised if she saved Vanadil with her own two hands. So we just have to wait a game day in order to talk to him again, and by that point his airship should be all complete. So I'll just take a little break and do some running around and take care of some business. And then we'll be back to talk to Sid in a little bit. A little time has passed. Let's talk to Sid. See if his ship is done. So, Oko, come to check up on my progress with the airship repairs, huh? Truth be told, she's even more beat up than I thought. I've got Laurence and the Mithra girls out finding me supplies, but it's the crystal propulsion unit. The heart of my beautiful bird has been broken. Tenzin seemed to think that we could find a solution to our problem in Juneau, but I haven't seen hide nor hair of him since he left. If I had a less complicated device that showed how the ancients sublimated the power of the crystals, then maybe I could fix the propulsion unit myself. Well, there's no point in gathering any more supplies at this stage. Would you go tell Laurence and the ladies to come back to Bastock? Laurence should be near Carpenter's Landing, looking for lumber, and Shakare Ze was off to Babiki Bay to find some special ores. Hey Sid, we've pretty much finished patching up Jabos' buddies. What's the word on the bird? Is the Prishe ready to fly? Well, you see, there's still this little problem with the propulsion unit. What the hell? Are you still fooling around with that thing? Didn't you get any visitors from Juneau yet? Visitors from Juneau? Not that I've noticed. Prish, you refer to the sacred vessel mentioned by Cardinal Mildorian. The Cardinal asked the Chibuki siblings to bring you an item that may be of some use in your repairs. The little ones said they planned to return to Tavnasia, but I just assumed this would be after they delivered the vessel to you, Master Sid. Those dirty rats are up to their old tricks again. They didn't have the box on them last time we met, so I guess they weren't lying about heading back to the safehold. They must have hidden it somewhere in Tavnasia. Gutsy little buggers. I'll give them that much. Hey, Oko, you don't need a ship to get back to Tavnasia, right? Go and get that light box back from the Chabukis. I bet they're keeping it in their old shed on the Mizero coast. Keep an eye out for traps and tricks, Oko. A box of light, huh? I've never seen the actual vessel itself, but from what I've heard, the box is meant to contain the power of the crystals. If this vessel is capable of amplifying and emitting that power, it should help to explain the workings of the crystal propulsion unit in the airship. A device that you can carry around will no doubt be a lot easier to understand than one of those huge crystal engines. Oko, find that shed on the Mizero coast and get your hands on that box. Oh, and don't forget to bring back Lovrance from Carpenter's Landing and Shakare Zay from Babiki Bay. The CID is depending on you. So there's the 3 locations we need to head. We need to head to Carpenter's Landing, Babiki Bay, and the Mizero coast. We'll head to those places one at a time. So the first place we're going to go is Carpenter's Landing. So I'll meet you guys there. So we're in Yugner Forest here, where we're going to enter Carpenter's Landing. Now, there's 2 ways to go. There's this way, but there's the one here to the east of the outpost. That's the one we're heading to, and we've actually never entered from this way before. It's right next to the maw there, the gaping maw, or whatever you call them. So yeah, right over here. Here's an entrance. We've never gone in this way before. Hello, little tigers. There's 2 of them there. Yeah, and I believe we can even take our mount right into the Carpenter's Landing as well. It's sort of considered an outdoor area. Hello? There we go. Alright, let's take a little look where we are. So, yeah, we're down here, and we're heading to this survival guide here. We haven't activated that one yet, so we might as well do that now. Yeah, we've never really investigated a lot of this area. I don't know, it's not sure how this all works. I mean, there's water. Okay. I don't know if you ride a boat or something around this place or something. Might have to find some time in an episode somewhere to investigate this area a little bit more. Alright, let's go this way. There hasn't been much bringing us this way. We've only been here once before. I was only required to come here once before, I think. Yeah, I want to go left. And then right, I believe. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. Yes, perfect. So, right around here, we should be able to find our book. Where is it? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. There's a bunch of people here, too. Wow, a lot of people. Yeah, this might be a popular fishing spot. I'm not sure. Where is the survival guide? Where is it? There's a Tonberry here. What is he doing? He's got a name, Lord Dodd. Okay, this is getting weird. Where is the book? Let me just get off this raptor and take a look for myself. It must be on this dock. Yes, it is. Chuai. Welcome to South Landing. The next barge will arrive in about 4 hours. So you can ride barges around the water. I think this is a fishing area. Ojane. Well, what have we here? An adventurer by chance? I am Ojane. My job here at the Carpenter's Landing is to make your short trip on the channel as enjoyable as possible. Shall I give you an idea of the different routes the barge follows? No, I'm not really interested in that right now. Lord Dodd. He doesn't say anything. quiet, silent type. Kothesef. Welcome to Carpenter's Landing. Barge tickets. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. We're in the right spot. So now, the area we want to go is... I-9. So that's just going to be... Let's see, should be right around this little mountain here. Yeah, let's head this way. So we're going to I-9, and we're going to go to... Well, I'm not quite sure, actually. We're going to be looking for a question mark spot. I know it's near the water. I don't think anything is going to bother us, so let's see if we can find a spot here. Oh, I saw it. There it is. So, oh, we got to bring our party together, yeah, because there will be a fight. Hey, why don't we bring Cherukiki in for the hell of it instead of Apururu for a chance? Yeah, just see what happens. Why not, right? Let's click the little mushroom here. Oh. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, that's not the right spot then. Oh yeah, we're not even in the right square. We want to be in I-9. So I think we have to go further up here. That spot is obviously for something else. That's another battle we're gonna have to fight one day. Oh, we could do some logging while we're here, I guess. Why not, right? I don't know if I ever did... Oh, I'm not gonna bother. Why bother? We don't have time for that. Who cares? What are we gonna get? An arrowwood log? Who cares? Let's try this again. No question marks there. What about on this side? No? Okay. That's too bad. Alright, let's look around a little bit more then. Maybe it's over here. Oh, I saw it. I saw something. Come on, I just saw it. That's suspicious. Okay, there we go. What? Alright, so there's a little pile of logs here. You feel a wave of hatred wash over you. An area, oh, it's a tonberry. Kryptonberry executor. It's a different color. Alright, let's see how we do here with this guy. Tonberries are always a challenge. Alright, he's almost dead. Oh, there's more than one! Yeah, I didn't even see that. There's 3 of them! Holy smokes! Kryptonberry Assassin. Alright, and another assassin up here. There's only one. Whoa! One of them is a summoner. So is that it? Oh, no. There's one more here. Someone was talking to us there. I'm gonna have to be polite and say hello after this is all done. Is that it? Looks like that's it, so we'll check the spot again. I recognize your face, adventurer. How do you know of this place? Have you come with a message from him? I hear the matter is urgent. Yes, I have a message. What's this you say? A Master Sid requests my presence? You know him! What? This is weird. This is happening again. It's like he doesn't know us. That name sounds somewhat familiar. I do believe you are mistaking me for him. Sir Lovrance, it's a trap. That honorless count set this trap to take your life, young sir. Explain this treachery. I heard word that those vicious Tonberries had been released under the pretense of dealing with an interloping brigand. They described the bandit as a male elven wearing a mask and bright brigandine armor. Once a thief, always a thief. It seems he is not content with stealing just my name. Sir Lovrance? If you meet this man, give him a message. If you would call yourself a knight, then you must seek a just cause to champion. Farewell. It seems rather strange, doesn't it? Farewell. So is there two of him? This is weird. Sir Oko, I must apologize. It appears you have defeated the Tonberries meant for my demise. You are a most resourceful ally. I will be sure to return the favor in the future. You say that Master Sid requires my presence in Bastok? I must say, gathering lumber was never my most cherished activity in any case. At last, we journeyed to the celestial capital of Altair. Our confrontation with the Keeper of the Apocalypse is at hand. Let us finish this battle forthwith. If I am to follow the path of the knight, I must see justice done as a true knight should. And there is no higher cause than saving the world from destruction. Wouldn't you agree, Lovrance Mistal? Or we either got two cutscenes in a row, or there's two of him. I'm not quite sure. That was a little odd, wasn't it? It's okay. So someone was saying hello to us. I kind of feel bad. Where did they go? Groovy Cat. Let's see here. Control R. Yeah. Thing with some Tonberries, then a cutscene. Yeah. But the next place we're going to be going to is... I guess we can go to Bibiki Bay. I think I'll save the Mizero Coast for last. Dealing with those little Taro. Alright, since we're here, it's looking at me in the face. I'm just going to, chop this tree down. What the heck? Let's have a little George Washington moment here and cut down this tree. A willow log. Lovely. Thank you. Here we are at the Babiki Bay. We want to go to F6. So that's pretty close, I think. Yeah, that's right. Oh, so it's got to be up here in the upper left corner, this little cave. Yeah, so to save time, I'm just going to do this now. Yeah, I see a cave, so that's where we want to go. Alright, so there's a question mark spot in there. Let's check it out. What do we have in here? What do we have? More of those Fs. Okay. What are these? Tartarus S? That's interesting, huh? Oh! I'm gonna just get rid of this thing. I don't want it causing us any trouble. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but... just so we have a nice clear area to fight. These are kind of neat looking little things, actually, these little Fs. Okay. Vanquish lizards. Is that the current... That's interesting, huh? I guess we gotta fight this one too. I guess the daily record of eminence, or yeah, is defeat lizards. It is. Vanquish lizards. If we kill 10 of them, we can get 1,500 experience. Well, we don't get experience. We're getting limit points right now. Collecting merit points. Yeah, you see how Cherukiki is just standing kind of in the back there? So, yeah. She just stands back and heals. Okay, here we go. Let's click on this. You are not alone. Oh, it's one of these things, and it's a neat color. A doll ham. A giant kraken. There we are. It's almost there. There we go. That didn't take too long. That was quick. Yep. Fall to the ground. Alright, and then click on the spot again. You dispatched that creature for me. Not what you expected to find, I'd imagine. It slithered up while I was looking for ore, but I let it get away from me. I'm not physiologically predisposed to dealing with squishy, slimy things like that. I'm glad you came along. Sid has called us back from material hunting. So, the battle with the Keeper of the Apocalypse is nigh. No mention is made of the Twilight God in Mithrin legend. Is our enemy so dreadful that his name was withheld from the history books? Or is it because... Well, you sound defeated before you've even begun, Kitten Pie. Yeah, buck up, sis. I've been honing my skills to perfection. With the three of us together, the Keeper won't stand a chance. Shikari Y, Shikari X. I can't allow you to accompany me. Huh? What do you mean, sugar? We traveled to this continent with three distinct objectives. The subduing of the worms that threaten the world with destruction, to learn more of the sleeping gods, thy who hold the power to obliterate the emptiness, to discover the location of Mildorian, she who knows the method for waking those deities. But I have learned this on our journey. All paths lead to the Keeper of the Apocalypse. All sins can be placed at the feet of Promethea. The Twilight God, the deity responsible for thrusting the world into conflict. If conflict can be defined as fighting, then we sin hunters understand the meaning of this curse better than anyone. The reason we fight? For faith, justice, courage, hope. For that irreplaceable quality which defines our existence. That would be, you can't mean, the sin of Promethea may have been to make us what we are, and so the act of judging that sin would be a crime unto itself. I must make certain of this matter. I have long considered the possibility among this companionship, and so might survive the consequences if it turns out to be true. You are not to take up the burden of my agony. Your duty is to protect the homeland. Never forget that. Continue on your mission. I leave the matter of the worms and the sleeping gods to you. You never change, sister dear. Always taking the sweetest parts for yourself. Sis, make sure you come back to us. Until the day I surpass your skill, you're the image I strive for. Good hunting. Now, Oko, there is one thing that I'd like you to know. My real name is Mag. Remember that for when I die, not as a sin hunter, but as a simple Mithrin woman. I'll meet you back at Sid's laboratory. And that's that. Now, the next stop will be the Misero Coast. so we're back at the Mizero Coast. We're basically going pretty much to the same spot we were just earlier when we met up with Tenzin. That dilapidated door, but we're not going to the door. We're finding another question mark spot nearby there. So it's sort of in this area. We want to go all the way to E8, or pardon me, E7 actually, cell E7. Oh, there's a Marlboro here. Overgrown rose. Yeah, it's not much of a rose. Stinky rose. Alright, here's F8. Are we getting close? Yeah. Yep. F7, E7. There we go. Alright, so let's explore a little on foot. So, what are we looking for? Now, we're looking for another question mark spot. Yeah, it's around one of the... It's around the shed somewhere. Let's... Can I get up here? Nope, can't go up there. Oh, we can get up this way. Let's see, I have a feeling it's here somewhere. Oh, is that it? Storage compartment. A creature has appeared out of nowhere. Ah, so it wasn't a question mark spot. Boogleman. Wow, it's just like a boogert. One of those crazy boogerts. Alright, so... let's get this out of the way and... we'll have another fetch quest done. Some holy just for the heck of it. Why not? Raise our divine magic skill a little bit. Should be using the magic more, just to be raising my skills, but anyway. Alright, it's dead. So, click on the storage compartment again. I'm assuming we're gonna get a cutscene here. Probably with the, Taru. Yeah. Thieving burglar. Burgling robber. Robbing thief. This is our precious hideout, where we keep our precious treasure. I bet you stole our precious Dusselgard's ring, too. I did. Give it back, give it back, give it back. Honestly, they could have it. I don't think I'm ever going to use that. Sirocco, what brings you to this place? Master Sid wishes to analyze that box to aid in the repair of the airship engine. My small masters, it seems this vessel is essential for the success of our mission. I beseech you to surrender the box to Sir Oko. We must take to the heavens without delay if we are to save the 5th Mother Crystal. Lord Tenzin. We are moved by your speech, and find no choice but to act as you beseech. I am most glad to hear that, but please, you need not call me Lord. Sir Oko, I leave the vessel in your capable hands. See that it finds its way to Master Sid. I regret that I cannot accompany you, but I must return with these 3. You just keep in mind that eventually we'll get you. And your little Moogle, too. A little Wizard of Oz reference. Cute. Let's head back. Oh, wait. I guess I better click on this first. There's nothing. Oh, we got the Vessel of Light. Okay, good. All right. So now let's head back to Bastock and touch base with Sid and let him know that we got all the things he wanted. I'm gonna have to wait a little while for the warp ring to charge. Welcome back, Oko. So this is the box that everyone's been talking about. Tenzin was there to lend you a hand? Well, thank Altana for small blessings. I'll get straight to work analyzing this thing. Whoa! Old Sid's brain has gone into overdrive. All those numbers are making me dizzy. Looks like the crystal thingamabob will be back in working order in no time. One other thing, Oko. Prish and I have used the time granted to us by Altana's grace to compose these letters. There is one addressed to Grandpere, one for the Tavnasian Patrol, and one for all the citizens of the Safehold. I hesitate to ask after all you have done, but would you deliver those letters to Suline in the Sea Lion's Den? I tried to convince her she was wasting her time with these sappy messages, but you know how Almaya gets. Tell Suline to hand over the letters if we don't make it back. She can be trusted to do as we ask. Thanks a bunch, Oko. Alright, we obtained the key item letters from Almaya and Prish. I think that's all we have to do here. I'm a little busy right now, Oko. Did you deliver those letters yet? You'd better be off for Tavnasia. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Let's head to Tavnasia. I'm getting in Sayuchi's way, I think. Thanks, buddy. Wonder if we're doing the same thing. I doubt it. I guess we'll see if he ends up popping up in Tavnasia. You were asked to deliver all these letters from Almaya and Prish? And I'm supposed to hand them out if those two fail to return? Where on Vanadil are they thinking of going? They're not seriously thinking of taking on the worms. Suline, look sharp. An airship is entering the port. There's a whole lot more of them circling above. What the hell is going on? That ship. Hey, Oko, check it out. That old Sid's a genius. The airship's been rebuilt shinier than Despacher's bald spot. Hell, with the autopilot Sid installed, it's even better than before. We even got an escort from the Juno Armada. Come on, let's get this baby back in the air. Where are you off to this time, Prish? Hehe. We're bound for the 5th Mother Crystal and beyond. Next stop, the legendary city of Altair. The place where 10,000 years of history began. To where? You better make it back here alive, Prish. No sweat. I'll be back making trouble before you know it. Let's go, Oko. The new and improved CID is ready for takeoff. Click on the iron gate. And we're ready for another trip on the airship. It's too quiet. Could it be the worms haven't noticed us? The Armada led by Lady Mildorian must have begun its attack. I wonder how the battle fares. Great Goddess of the Dawn, may your divine blessings protect the 5th Mother Crystal and the future of our children. May your gentle gaze also watch over the safe return of Cardinal Mildorian. Don't forget to pray for our safety while you're at it, Almaya. Look, there it is. Full speed ahead. Oh my. Lady Prish, we have a transmission from the warship. Attention! Your most prized possession is now the property of the Chibuki Samurai Sky Pirates. What the hell? Welcome to the Kuki Battle Cruiser. Welcome to the Charukiki flagship. A beautiful day for a sad announcement. We've decided to give up our occupation as high-class pirates. As a final high-class pirate duty, we were entrusted with the ship for the purpose of escorting Prish safely to her destination. But since that would lead to certain death, we've decided to find more suitable and survivable employment. We're now the Chibuki Samurai Sky Pirates. Meet our new employer. The Mother Crystals. The origin of all life and the destination for spent souls. All return to the light of the closest crystal. I have long awaited this moment. The moment you were bathed in the glow. The light of the fifth Mother Crystal beckons you. Alright. Well, that's interesting. So, the Warrior's Path. So we're about to enter a battle against Tenzin himself. Surprisingly. So let's bring our friends into battle. Go with my top two. There he is right in front of us. Don't take another step forward, whatever you do. Frisch. I'm not gonna do Tenzin. We'll do, I guess, Shantoto. Puru. And I don't think we're gonna need it, but I'll eat a curry bun just for the heck of it. Why not? Alright. Tenzin, let's knock some sense into him. It's not so fun to fight our friends, but looks like it's what we have to do. So the three Tarotaro up there will sort of throw down magic spells at us every once in a while, or heal and support Tenzin from afar. We can't fight them. We can't get to them, I don't think. I mean, we might be able to actually throw some magic spells up there, but the object is Tenzin. We're here to fight Tenzin. He's almost dead. Once his hit points get low enough, it's over. I think it's over already. Yeah, it's done. That's it. That's all we had to do. Wow, we barely broke a sweat. I expected nothing less from the Light of Hope. Never before has my blade failed me in battle. So, only the youth that seethes with emptiness can extinguish that light. Here comes the cavalry. The cannon! The cannon? We totally forgot! How could we forget? This stops right now. I know what you're thinking, samurai guy, but this is a battle without honor. I know what Phoenix told you before she died. That flaming bird knew everything from the start, but failed to let you in on the facts. Why should you follow her orders now? You possessed the same knowledge, Lady Prish. That is why you brought Sir Oko to this place. That's right, but I didn't lie to anybody. I didn't bring Oko here to die. Oko is here to join our struggle for survival. What happened? This place. This is the fifth? But why does only this crystal glow with such a strange incandescence? The air here is so chilly. The other crystals exuded such a sense of warmth and peace. This crystal is not a part of Vanadil. This crystal was submerged beneath the city of Altair 10,000 years ago. When the celestial capital was torn from our world, the crystal was also lost. But it was not a complete separation. After the crystal line was reactivated, energy was siphoned from the fifth mother crystal, drawing it and the city of Altair back to Vanadil. In other words, the crystal was losing the power it needed to sustain Altair in the other dimension. Sustain Altair? This is the crystal that the Worm King spoke of? Yep. The weakened state of this overgrown quartz is the reason that the Keeper of the Apocalypse is threatening to descend upon Vanadil. So if the power of the crystal is restored, the return of Altair and the arrival of the Keeper will be prevented. The solution was discovered by the boy Celtius and by Phoenix, the fiery bird of rebirth. That is why he has visited each of the remaining crystals in turn, to relieve them of their light and power, and to pour that energy into the crystal that lies before us. However, I am a child of darkness. I could never be the bearer of light. I needed a worthy receptacle for that power. I needed you. I'm sure you've noticed it by now, Oko. Your ability to hear the whisper of the soul. Passed through the medium of the amulet, the light gathered from the four crystals has changed you. Phoenix referred to you as the Vessel of Light. Fated to be smashed open before the fifth Mother Crystal. Your journey has been for the sake of the crystal. Your adventure is now at an end. Return, Oko. Return to the light of the crystal. Your death is the only way to save both Vanadil and her people. Like hell. Celtius, if you mean to save both the world and everyone in it, then someone inhuman like you or me should be sacrificed. And you, Tenzin, Phoenix, the avatar of rebirth, can't have led you this far just to snuff out Oko's life. Surely she meant to resurrect the shattered pieces of Oko's spirit, using her own life force. I was the keeper of the apocalypse once. I know only too well the fear and horror that awaits us. But you gotta listen to me, Celtius. Pour the energy of the fifth Mother Crystal into Oko. His victories against the emptiness and everything else we've faced have not been won through the power of the four crystals alone. Oko has an inner strength, a spirit that loves this world and those who dwell upon it. That's why I believe he will prevail against the Keeper. Celtius, open the way to Altair. Ow! She landed right on her head. No, that can't be good. Oh, it's this idiot. Oh my god. Nagmalada. This guy always shows up at the worst times, huh? I, too, wish for the way to be opened. Nagmalada! Didn't you once say the same thing, Celtius? I will prevail against the deity that dwells beyond the gate of gods. Open the way to Altair. Weren't those the words you used? Do you not find it unfair that only he should bear the sins of people? We ancients are all responsible for these events. I shall shoulder my part of the burden. And the power that comes with it. Nagmalada! No! Yeah? It all began with a stone. In ages past, the 5 crystals existed as one enormous jewel that bathed the world in holy light. This mystical light banished the emptiness and brought forth mighty gods. These gods cultivated their power and concentrated their energies. They created a balance between the 8 elements of the world without and a harmony for the myriad senses of the world within. And so, an eternal paradise blessed in all ways was born. But this paradise did not last forever. The enormous jewel was split into 5 parts, and this perfect realm degraded into an incomplete world. We were reduced from the superior life forms of a higher plane into these flawed and insignificant forms. Thus, we must gather and focus the energy of the crystals into opening a gate to that lost dimension. We are both well aware of this predicament. And yet, there is one thing I simply cannot understand. How did this tragedy occur in the first place? Why was the original stone shattered into 5 parts? Who was responsible for this incomprehensible act? It's the Arks. The people of this world have evolved into 5 unique species, each harboring a distinctive darkness. Crystal warriors, thou wert created to destroy those evils. Yet even thy strength canst not prevail against this darkness. Emptiness, 'tis the ever-present shadow of blessed light. If this phenomenon represents complete death, then one could argue its presence was inevitable in a complete world. Thus thou split the crystal for thy children's sake. Is this not so, great goddess Altana? Incredible. Altair, you were meant to be impossible to find. Ha 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 ha! Who would have thought the plan to open the Gate of the Gods would succeed? Altair, long have I yearned to behold your magnificent spires. Why? Why can't I hear the voices? Why do I not hear the whispers of the Xylartian people or the Dawn Maiden? Silence. Your unruly thoughts are clouding my mind. So, the rest of you were drawn into this world as well. How inconvenient. A visit to the Grand Palace of Huxoi should bring some interesting encounters. Perhaps the Dawn Maiden is there. This place looks pretty amazing. Chapter 8, Emptiness Bleeds. The mysterious amulet held by Oko has shattered. The Light of Vazel was stolen by Nagmalada, but we obtained the key item Light of Altair. Alright. And that's it. We've finally reached Altair. And we will be investigating this in the next episode. So, thank you everybody for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the link below. I'm Oko, and I'll see you guys all on the next episode of our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI, where we will be exploring Altair and finishing up the Chains of Promethea expansion. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Bye for now. Take care.